And today I want to talk about how to debug the JSDialogs. As maybe you know, we are converting all the UI components to our own UI library, which is called JSDialogs. So that means that probably more developers will have to debug that. So in this talk, I want to prepare some short manual where to look while debugging the JSDialogs. So we can have example problem that we open some dialog, we click on a widget, maybe button, and it does nothing. What we should, what steps we should take? First, the place where we should look is the browser console. We log all the activity from the JSDialogs, which is outgoing or incoming from the server in the browser console, and the event after we do some action like clicking on the button or selecting something from the list box should be logged there. The event is called dialog event, and it has two important parameters. One is window ID, which is unique ID of the dialog or other component, and JSON with some details about the event, what happened. If that is logged, that means that the online part is ready because we emit some command for the server. If that's missing, probably we should implement the action on the online side. So when that's good, next place where we should look at is the server side executor.cxx file. And there we do two steps. First, we look for a widget in our register, and then we handle that action we described in the JSON we sent. So we can inspect the register with all the widgets we register during the building the dialog, for example in the debugger, and we can check if our widget is there. If it's there, it was correctly initialized. If it's not, probably we don't have prepared the wrapper for JSDialogs for that type of control. So we have to implement that. But if we found the correct widget, below in that execute action function, we should implement some handling code for that type of a command. For example, for change event, we have some code for the combo box, and that's correct. But sometimes we still have some missing pieces of code, so you should check if that is maybe not implemented. But if it's implemented, the very important thing is to not only set the new values for some widgets, but also call the callbacks for the dialog code. So we have to look if there is use of log trigger, which triggers also the callbacks, which tell the dialog that something was updated. If that is done, then we should move to the dialog implementation itself. Maybe something is missing there. So we look for all the handlers for the callbacks, which are binded by the link macro in the code, and probably the name of the function is connect something. Like in this case, we have connect value changed for the metric field. Then we look for the callback implementation, and we look what what is happening there. Maybe there is some action we don't handle in the JSDialogs. In this case, we have setValue function, which should be implemented in, which should be overridden by JSDialog wrapper. So we will send the update. So next step is to check if all these functions are correctly wrapped, and inside we have send action or send update calls, because then the update will be sent from the server to the client, and that's it. That's the whole flow, how it should go. On all these steps, we should always check if something is happening, and then we should successfully get the message back from our action. Thank you. That's it.